इंटरव्यू डेट तो आया नहीं ना अभी तक?
नहीं
आया नहीं है.
the dates are not clear yet.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Now, can you please tell about yourself? आपका you want to take Hindi medium or English medium?
English medium.
अच्छा. Please tell me about yourself.
So, as you know, my name is Pranay Agrawal. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I passed my CA exams in November 2019 at end. From the experience point of view, I have 3 years articleship experience and 1 year post-qualification experience with Ernst & Young, Gurgaon location. So I was required to conduct internal audit reviews and develop standard operating procedures for various entities, various clients of EY, which included both listed companies and entities.
Hmm. Achha, you are a chartered accountant.
Yes.
You did chartered accountancy after which examination?
So I mean, just after my 12th standard, I started pursuing CA course along with my bachelor in commerce. So in 2015, I passed my 12th standard examinations, and by 2015, I was a bachelor in commerce, and by 2019, I was a chartered accountant.
अच्छा, साथ साथ आपने पढ़ा था.
Yes, sir.
You studied for commerce as well as this.
Yes. So in general, what happens is whoever who pursues the CA course normally pursues Bachelor in Commerce course along with CA course, because I mean CA is a professional degree, but from the graduation point of view, BCom needs to be done. So that is why most of the students
That's
follow
good.
this.
That is really good. Acha, you have applied for management trainee post in Sebi.
So I mean, from the notification, I've learned that I'll be offered the assistant manager post training, management training for a few years. So
Yeah, after management trainee, you will be offered assistant manager post.
Yes.
Acha, can you tell me something about unorganized money market in India?
Okay. So basically, from unorganized money market, what I understand is mostly the markets which is outside the financial systems of India. So basically, the transactions which are outside the banking system of India are normally called as unorganized markets, unorganized financial markets. So what I understand is whatever the transactions which happens mostly out of banking system are either in cash or used for the transactions which are tried to escape the legal system of India. So as to escape the taxation system, so as to promote the money laundering thing. So I think that is something which we call as unorganized money market in India. So this is something which is like the RBI and all the banks and everyone, even the government is trying to curb in our country so that more and more white money can be brought into the system and black money could be eliminated. This would increase the cash flows for our country. This would improve the taxation connection and promote better competitive environment for the country.
Good. You said about some black money and white money and all that. What is black money?
So black money is something which is the transactions which are carried out outside the banking, outside the legal system, so as to firstly escape the taxation system in India. So
Very
for
good.
example,
Yeah, tell me. For example,
I've made a sales of say 100 rupees of services. Now, if I don't want to store it into the system, store it into the legal channels of India, so I'll be able to save firstly the GST part of it, say 18% or 28%, which would be direct savings for my customer if it is an end customer. Secondly, it would help me save my income taxes because I won't have to show my sales and the profits of say 80 rupees or 90 rupees on the sales of I think from both point of view, from the customer point of view and from the own point of view, from taxation point of view, I mean it's a saving for the person involved. So that is why the black money comes into the system so as to eliminate this. Along
Uh,
with it, black money helps in promotion of terrorism, helps in promotion of money laundering so as to do illegal acts, maybe drugs and all. So that is something, I mean, that is the reason why country and all whole world wants to eliminate black money. First is taxation, second is to eliminate the illegal transactions in India.
Good. That's good. Good. Are you now working in some chartered accountant firm?
No, so I left EY in November 2020, just after I started. So as soon as I filed the form for fill in the form for Sebi, I left EY. Right now, I'm not working anywhere.
You are not working anywhere. Okay. Very good. Now, what do you know about the financial markets in India?
The financial
Now,
market.
because invariably you made a mention about black money, then money laundering and all. Can you tell me how this is avoided? How money laundering is avoided in our financial system?
So primarily, there is an act in India, that's Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. That is something which has been put in force so as to eliminate these things. I don't remember the details of this act. Secondly, um, government has a lot of provisions in income tax law. That is what I have knowledge about. So as to eliminate this money laundering thing, I'll give you some examples. For example, any transaction, any expense above 10,000 rupees in cash is disallowed as an expense.
Hmm.
Any transaction above 2 lakh rupees is ideally not recognized. It is an illegal transaction. No one can do a transaction above 2 lakh rupees in cash.
Hmm.
Thirdly, I mean, any loans and advances above 20,000 are not allowed in India. That would be treated as a illegal transaction and the penalty is levied on. I think there are multiple rules and
No,
laws
but
and regulations that is.
there is one more very effective measure that is adopted by banking institutions and other non-banking financial institutions. You are a chartered accountant, you must be aware of that.
Um, uh, Readily, I don't remember if I can get
Have
a
you
hint
heard
for
of the
that.
term KYC?
Okay, so KYC norms has been put by RBI. That's the full form is Know Your Customer. So basically, uh, this procedure has been put in place so that all the banks and NBFCs are required to get the KYC forms filled from their customers. This is done so that there could be a better transparency between the client, the customers, and the bank or the NBFC, so that the banks and NBFCs can know the customer better. So this has been done primarily to link all the accounts with a proper Aadhaar number. I mean, there's a provision in income tax also, so as to link all your PAN account with the Aadhaar number, so that a better control and better transparency can be brought into the system. So using this, I mean, government, the income tax department, everyone is trying to, the RBI, everyone is trying to understand who their customers is. Because this has been done because earlier, during the earlier years, what used to happen is their entrepreneur wants to do some black money transactions, the transactions which are not in the legal system. So what he used to do, he used to create fake accounts in the name of his employees, his I mean casual laborers who doesn't know a lot about the financial market. So he used to create the accounts in their names and he used to use those accounts in his favor. I mean, your customer is used.
Correct.
These are norms used to curb all these acts.
Very good. Good, good. But you had to be given some hint to get this. You answered it nicely. Can you tell me something about The Indian capital market.
Okay. So Indian capital market, for Indian capital market, what I understand is it is divided into two parts. Firstly, um, the money markets, and secondly, the equity market. So in the from the money market point of view, these are mostly the securities traded on money market includes government securities, which are also called as gilt securities. Then um, I say these
Hmm?
certificate of deposit, which are issued by banks and NBFCs. Then
No, no.
treasury issued by
Capital. Those things come under um,
money market.
money market. What I am asking is capital market.
Okay. So, I'm sorry for the long reply. The capital market include the primary market and the secondary market. So, I mean, the primary market. So, this complete market mostly includes the equity instruments and the derivative instruments. So,
Correct.
from equity and derivative instruments, first they are divided into primary and secondary market. Primary
Correct.
market is a market which states that for the first time when a company issues its shares in
Correct.
the listed in the on the stock exchange. So this is called primary market. For example, the current example of IPOs of Angel Broking, Railtel, or maybe Nazara Tech, or Maslow, so all these examples are of the primary market, wherein the company directly issues its shares to the public.
Hmm.
Now comes the secondary market. Secondary market basically includes when the transactions are conducted, when the transactions happen two
Hmm.
both the parties which are other than company. So
Hmm.
the company is not involved in the transaction, but the buying and selling transactions happens on the basis of demand and supply on the stock exchanges.
Hmm.
For example, I have to buy a listed share already listed on the stock market. For example, of Reliance, I'll go on the stock exchange, say NSE, BSQ, any other regional stock exchange. I'll place an order and buy. So that is a transaction which is usually called the secondary market.
Yeah, you are from which place?
So I'm from Indore, basically.
Indore.
Yeah, so I
Ind-
live in a town. It's Sendwa. It's 150 kilometers from Indore.
Very good.
So it's in Madhya Pradesh.
It's in Madhya Pradesh.
Yes.
Good. Indore is a place known for education and all that. That's good. And
Yeah.
also, yeah, Indore अभी कोरोना कैसे चलता है?
I mean, the cases are very critical in here. I mean, the cases are currently increasing. I mean, as the government says, the second wave is most probably here. So there are a lot of cases coming out. But yes, at the same time, I mean the MP government is looking over the cases on a daily basis and they are implementing lockdown. Mr. Shivraj Singh told that he is not of the opinion to put on the lockdowns for a longer period, but he is just putting on lockdowns on Sundays so as to break the COVID cycle. So I think that is positive from the point of view that he is also looking over the health plus at the economic markets. He is trying to say that I don't want the economic cycle to stop again. So I think that is positive thing. But yes, the COVID cases are increasing.
Are you interested in financing, say, investing in share market?
Yes, so I do invest in stock markets, but I mean not at a very large level, but yeah, I invest in stock markets. So I have knowledge about a lot of companies. I do it on a fundamental analysis basis and not on technical basis.
Acha, you normally make it for long term investment or short term investment?
Yes, on a long term investment.
Very good. How do you use your demat account? Can you tell me how a demat account can be put into use for buying and selling of shares?
So, there is a procedure. We need to open our demat account with the help of stockbrokers. These demat accounts gets opened. For example, the example of the biggest stockbroker currently is Zerodha. So we open the account through Zerodha. Then there is a account to hold securities, which is demat account, which is with the depository services in India, which is CDSL and NSDL in India. So these accounts are with these companies so as to store our securities. Now, if you want to buy or sell securities, there are two nationalized exchanges in India. One is BSE and second is NSE. We go through the broker so as to place our orders. These orders get placed
Acha,
on the exchanges.
will the price of the shares be different in both the exchanges and BSC and NSC?
Yes. So, with respect to price, what happens is, I mean, BSC has a separate demand and supply cycle, and NSC has a different supply and demand cycle. So, prices, yes, differs, but in case there is a major difference between the prices at NSC and BSC, they explore this opportunity and immediately place a buy order and a sell order as per the as per what is beneficial for them. So, mostly the prices are very much similar, but yes, the prices can differ.
Yeah. For example, today Asian Paint is selling at 2497.55. So किस टाइम पर निफ्टी में जाने से कितना होगा, ज्यादा फर्क पड़ेगा ना क्या?
So yes, I mean, mostly say for example, there's a share of Asian Paints as you quoted. It is trading at 2755. So it is a possibility that it is trading at 2755 on NSE, but at BSE it is trading at 2753.
एशियन पेंट अभी 2496 बोलता है जी.
Okay. So
अच्छा,
I
only
mean,
4 rupees difference, only 4 rupees.
yes, so that is what I'm trying to explain, that the difference can be there, but not a major difference.
Only 4 rupees.
Yes.
For example, another one, let me see. Here I find HDFC, Bajaj Finance, ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank is sold at 579.60 in Bombay Stock Exchange, whereas here it is sold at 579.10. तब तो it is advantageous to buy here and sell here, Baba.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
I find Nifty rates are always lower than Bombay stock exchange rates. Abhi,
So
last 2-3 items I have checked up. पता नहीं difference हो सकता है.
Okay, I'll try to explain this phenomena. So, I mean, difference, as we told, is possible. Now, what happens is, firstly, in case a person wants to buy a security and sell it on the same day, he or she has to do it on the same day, on the same exchange itself. So, if you are buying a security at NSE at 50.6, then you have to sell it at NSE only if you're selling it on the same date.
Oh.
But yes, because it's called an intraday transaction because you don't have the delivery of securities yet.
Achha.
But in case you are making a transaction, say after 2 days, after 1 day or 2 days, after receiving the securities, then you are eligible to sell it on a different exchange. So
but by that time the price balance will get rectified.
Yes, that's the risk. So that is why I tried to explain that. I mean,
Yeah.
difference is very low. That
you have very nicely explained it. I was under the impression one can buy from NSC and sell on the same day in BSC, which is
actually,
not possible.
yes. So there's this phenomenon. I mean, the possibility to buy from NSC and sell to BSC on the same day is possible. It's called transportation or something. I don't remember the exact name. So, I mean, this is possible, but the brokers and the system usually don't allow it. I mean, there are
they will have some charges which will balance the excess money that we get here.
No, actually, there is no provision yet in the system, but recently there's a case happened for NSE glitch. There's been a glitch at NSE which stated that I mean the prices suddenly stopped getting updated on the screen. So what brokers did, they for all the open contracts on NSE which had to be closed on the same day, they went to BSE at 3:18 p.m. or sometime, and they closed the positions at BSE. So I think, I mean, there is a possibility. Always there is a possibility, but in general, on a daily basis, on a regular basis, brokers don't allow to close your position on a different exchange on an intraday basis.
Yeah, and the difference is only 0.5 rupees. That maximum gain you can make only when you buy the shares in thousands, 10,000s, 20,000s, like that.
Agreed, sir. But again, I mean, the other charges, the brokerage charges, these transaction charges, and then GST on these charges automatically decrease your margins because you have to pay certain charges also on this transaction.
Super.
So
Yeah, excellent. I'm very happy you explained it very nicely. I'm a layman. I don't know much about it, but still you explained it very well. Thank you. Now tell me something
and
about SEBI. What do you know about SEBI?
what I understand from SEBI is it's a regulatory body which has been set up. It was set up in somewhere around 1989, but 1988 nine. I'll have to check. So it has got the legal status in 1992. So basically, it's a statutory body which has been put in place to regulate the stock markets in India. I mean, it regulates both primary and secondary markets, also the commodity markets. So SEBI is someone who is responsible. So the preamble states that SEBI is focused towards investor protection and development of stock markets. So that the primary task of SEBI is to protect investors and develop stock markets so that it could be, I mean, a better source, a better market in India. So I mean, during the early 1990s, it was on a growth stage. And I mean, due to certain instances, like for example, certain scams of Harshad Mehta scam and all, I mean, there was a need to regulate strictly the stock markets along with the insider trading trade. So I think that I mean the SEBI is responsible to do all these things.
Yeah.
I mean, to
Say Arshad Mehta scam happened somewhere in 1991.
yes, it happened. Actually, the major thing, the
About 30
uh,
years ago.
yes, yes,
About roughly 30 years ago. Yeah,
yes.
30 years ago. I remember I was a very young man at that time. Good, very good. Now, who is the chairman of SEBI?
Um, his name is Mr. Tyagi. I don't remember his personal name.
Ajay Tyagi.
Ajay Tyagi.
Yeah. Now, what do you think will be your role once you are taken in as a management trainee, then posted as assistant manager in say
Hmm.
your this thing? What are the various departments available in SEBI? Because
So,
I don't know whether you heard that video of that guy who is now working in SEBI.
yes, so I saw that video
You
actually.
heard that, you have
But
to watch that fully. And
yes,
here therein he says there are various departments in SEBI. And
yes.
did you go through the various departments here? I am not able to get it. Could you find the departments?
So I'll try to explain. So SEBI has multiple departments because SEBI is required to do a lot of things. So I mean,
I know there will
securities
be a
market
legal
is a
department. There will be a legal department. There
yes,
will be an enforcement department. There will be a filings department. There will be a report and statistics, then status and media. And under that, I think they will divide it into further subdivisions.
yes, yes. Agreed, agreed. So, I mean, I don't know the details of each and every department,
Acha, what
but
is the role of an enforcement department?
mm, I don't know, sir.
I am asking only from the website of SEBI. I suggest
Okay,
you are going through the full website of SEBI. You
yes,
first
sir.
go through about SEBI.
Definitely, sir. That is something which is pending from my end. So
About
I'll
SEBI,
do
you
that.
have to go through यहाँ पर क्या क्या दिया है, board, then powers and functions of board, securities appellate tribunal, then former chairman of SEBI, organization structure. इसमें देखने से पता होगा, I think so.
Yes,
Organization structure, you have Ajay Tyagi as chairman, Mr. Mahalingam, Madhabai Puri Buch, then S.K. Mohanty, Ananta Barua as whole-time member of SEBI. They are all executive directors.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, they are all executive directors. Then what else we can see is that you must be able to find out what are the various subdivisions, what is new,
Okay.
contact us, feedback, site guidelines for data sharing. So it is not very clear here. Yeah, about us, carriers, directory of Sebi employees. They are giving
Yes, sir.
directory of Sebi employees. Yeah, how many they are telling about local offices, regional offices. The
Yes.
perusal of this will give you how many regional offices are there. Northern, Southern, Eastern,
Yes. So
Western.
there are four regional offices of SEBI other than Mumbai. I
Uh,
mean,
and apart from
one
that,
is
so many local offices have been given. Every state has got a local office.
okay.
And then executive directors are given, chief vigilance officer is given, chief general managers are given, and then you are also having so many chief general managers, deputy general managers are given, so many numbers, bahut
Yes.
number hai ji, bahut, more than 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, more than 120, 130. So many people are there. इसका अलावा people on deputation, these are the things given, but the names of departments are not known. So yeah, my Sebi, what is the item they are giving under my Sebi? So I think there must be department for various aspects like enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Enforcement
Yes.
में कुछ departments होगा, filing में कुछ department में होगा, because you know SEBI is the authority giving permission for starting of a IPO.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So for that there must be some departments, and about that you must get to know. Can you tell me what is IPO?
So IPO, firstly, the full form of IPO is initial public offer. So whenever a company for the first time offers its securities to the open public,
Hmm.
for listing on a stock exchange, it is called an IPO. So for example, the recent example I'll take is of same as God of. So it's a PSU which has offered its securities to the open public to an IPO. So that is something an IPO is. So you are offering your securities, your equity shares in the stock markets to the open public. This
Yeah.
is called an initial
Can you tell
public.
me what is acid test ratio in terms of SEBI?
So,
Acid
uh,
test ratio.
sir,
The value of
I
cash
don't know.
equivalent, the value of cash equivalents and accounts receivable bracket quick assets divided by current liabilities, also known as quick asset ratio or liquidity ratio. It is a measurement of corporate liquidity.
Okay, yes, yes, I remember. So I knew this ratio from the with the name of quick ratio. So
But I
I
tell you, a
didn't know
different name
the.
has been given here.
Yes, yes, yes. Got
कोई
it, got it.
कोई बात नहीं. What is ad hoc margin?
What is
Ad hoc margin.
ad hoc margin? From
ADHOC margin.
yes, yes, got it. So from the margin, what I understand is the brokers give a lot of margins to their customers, to the investors, so that they can trade in the securities with a lower amount. Say, for example, a person wants to has 100 rupees in his account, and a broker is allowing say 10x margin on that amount. So the investor can invest up to 1,000 rupees in the market with just 100 rupees. So this is called margin. I'm not sure about the head of margin concept, but
No,
the
no,
margin.
here it is given differently. Margin collected by the stock exchange from the members having unduly large outstanding position, or the margin levied on volatile scripts based on ad hoc basis keeping in view the risk perspective, ad hoc margin. समझ गया?
Okay. Yes, yes. So I'll try to study it
You have to
on
read all these
website.
things. You have
Yes.
to read all this. What is agency orders?
Uh, Agency orders. No, sir. I don't.
Orders that a broker dealer executes for the account of a customer with another professional or retail investor.
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by appreciation?
So appreciation is a concept wherein the value of your securities, value of your assets increases. So
Correct. Good,
for
good,
example,
correct.
there is
You told correctly. Good. What is asset management?
so asset management. It is basically a concept so that I mean the assets and the liabilities. Mostly this is related with the banking system, as far as I know. I mean this is done so that the assets and the liabilities can be managed in such a way that there are no liquidity. I mean the least liquidity risk, and along with the maximum profits that a company can garner.
Wrong, wrong,
So I
wrong,
think
wrong. Asset
okay,
management is the function of managing assets on behalf of a customer, usually for a fee.
okay.
Can you tell me what is asset management?
Yes, so as you explained, it is the assets are managed by the broker or the company on behalf of their investors for a fee. So that is
Correct.
something which is called.
Yeah. Now let me tell you from where I am getting all this. Please note it.
Yes,
Note कर लीजिए.
yes, sir.
Reports and statistics. आपको पहले sebi.gov.in में जाइए. ऊपर में
Yes,
रिपोर्ट एंड स्टैटिस्टिक्स होगा. उसमें लास्ट आइटम ग्लॉसरी,
yes, sir.
उसको देख के आप ये सब पढ़ के मन में रखना है. Afterwards, again, you have to come and talk to me and try to explain about them confidently.
Yes, sir.
That can be done, say, a week before your interview or so. In the meantime, I suggest you are going through SEBI website thoroughly
Yes,
from A to Z.
yes, sir. Agree.
Abhi dekho na, because you are talking to me, you could know that these are some of the areas which can be asked. I don't
Yes,
I,
sir.
I don't think they will certainly ask, but can be asked. So इसलिए
Yes,
आप
yes,
प्रिपेयर
agree.
करके रखने से बढ़िया होगा.
Yes,
यहाँ पर इट्स नॉट अ स्मॉल डॉक्यूमेंट. 82 पेजेस है जी इसमें.
yes, sir.
ग्लोज
I'll do that.
ग्लोसरी में ए टू इजेड करके 82 पेजेस दिया है. I am
Okay,
just
sir.
giving the link for this in our Telegram also, so that people can make use of it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
very good. So very nice. Your performance was not bad. Your name is Mr. Pranay, but
Yes, yes, sir.
in all probability, you can be given easily 8 out of 10.
Okay.
But
Thank you, sir.
I wish you get 10 out of 10, because
Thank you, sir.
in SEBI lot of competition is there. So you must try to
Yes,
improve your thorough knowledge.
yes, sir.
And और भी कॉन्फिडेंस से बात करना है. ठीक है.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Best
Agree,
wishes.
sir.
Yeah. I think this discussion would have let you know where you stand now.
Yes, I think, sir, I mean, I do have general knowledge about these markets, but I need to have the detailed understanding of more of the things that are available in the
Website.
on the
On the website.
search engine.
I am
Yes, yes,
only I am only asking from the website, but
yes,
there can be certain other things which can be asked. For example, 1 minute. Did you go through the material I have given for a link for this interview?
No, sir. Actually, so I have a list already prepared for the things that I'll study. So I've mentioned a lot of things, including SEBI website. and multiple acts related to securities market, multiple acts related to economic laws. So I mean, I have a list prepared already. So I think I have covered
I will
almost
give
all
the
of them.
link. I will give the
Yes,
link
sir.
again in our Telegram. You become a member
Yes,
of group 72020.
sir. I've joined it yesterday.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
very good, very good. Then that is okay. And I think some SEBI grade A experiences, grade A interview experiences karke 10 interview experiences I have downloaded from website. There, what are the
Okay.
questions they are asking? Tell me about yourself. Then, what do you know about SEBI? Can you give examples how SEBI regulates and protects investors' interest? What was the issue in Infosys? Elaborate Infosys issue that will not be applicable now. What is
Yes.
being judgmental? What are your pastime activities? Likewise, these questions they are asking. So, what I want you to do is see, in that boy also told me they asked a question how we can spread awareness in rural areas about SEBI, something like that. Some questions also will come. Please prepare on those lines. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, best wishes. We will meet again. I want you to talk to me again.
Yes, sir.
If
Definitely, sir.
yeah, though it may involve 100 rupees payment, don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
no,
Please make payment and come and talk to me so that we
yes, sir.
can try to improve your expertise.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Best wishes. Thank you.
It was a good experience, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
thank you so much. In fact, I was very happy in talking to you, except some areas where you need to read more. Please read more. Okay?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Best wishes. You
Thank
will
you.
succeed. You are a young
Thank you,
boy.
sir.
You are a very like to grasp you, but
Yes,
और भी थोड़ा improve कर दो.
yes, yes,
Thank
definitely.
you. We will meet again.
Sir, I had one query. When do you expect the results would be declared for phase two? I mean, the results only the roll numbers were declared. When do you think the marks would be declared?
That I
Because
have
I mean,
no idea because each institution follows its own way depending on various circumstances. But now your main concern should be interview letter. The day it is received, you please start preparing very seriously. And at least 1 week before the date of interview, you must come and talk like this to me.
yes, sir, definitely, sir.
I
Because I mean,
why 1 week I'm telling so that if any further corrections are to be made, you can
I'll do
again
that.
correct it
Yes,
within that time. Now I have given
yes,
you certain assignments like glossary and all that. I am
yes,
of
sir.
the view it is very relevant. हो सकता है they may not ask. कोई बात नहीं. You are knowing that is advantageous for you.
I mean, the knowledge is not, never a problem for us. I mean, it's
Yeah,
always a good thing to have knowledge.
yeah,
That
better.
is,
Please go through that. Thank you.
yes. Yeah. Thank you so much,
What
sir.
is your father?
Like my father is a businessman, so he owns a retail business along with my uncle.
Retail business and what?
A retail business of auto parts, so vehicles spare parts.
Oh, you please tell like that fully. Whenever they ask in interview,
Yes.
you have to tell my daddy is running a retail business in vehicle spare parts along with my uncle
Yes.
in
Yes.
indoor.
Yes. Got it.
समथिंग लाइक दैट जो कुछ स्टेटमेंट हम लोग दे रहे हैं वो पूरा होना चाहिए क्लियर होना चाहिए
Yes.
बेस्ट विशेस today's rating for you 8 out of 10
Thank you, sir.
and out of 15 लगाने से तो maybe I can give you 12
Yes.
best wishes
Thank you, sir.
thank you bye
Bye. Thank you so much.